to the first ever Edgewood High School virtual Honors Convocation. Though we are not physically together, I am grateful for the privilege of celebrating our students with you, and I want to thank every single one of you, parents and guardians, faculty and staff, and especially students, for your grit through the past 2 months. Whether you shared Wi-Fi with parents and siblings also at home, refused to give up when PowerSchool glitched, found new ways to work out, spent some creative juices to help a relative, neighbor, or member of your wider communities in need, what you have endured and overcome has strengthened you and inspires us. Thank you to the donors whose generosity and thoughtfulness will help our students along their future paths. A very special thank you to our retiring faculty. There are not adequate words of tribute. For Diane Balwick, Wade Delagrana, Pamela Hanson-Stewart, Karen Houlihan, Kim Hewsome, and Don Regina for their love of care of Edgewood and its students. And very best wishes to Shannon Coltrane, Jackie Graziano-Braun, Julie Rapinski, and Emily Watson, whose life paths are diverging from Edgewood's. We are grateful for the time we have shared. And now please join me in welcoming Kathleen Ferrari, who will lead us in prayer. Katie embodies the Edgewood experience of our well-rounded students. She is an athlete who has played volleyball, basketball, and soccer, a mathlete, a flautist whose greatest high school achievement is her high score in 9th grade solo and ensemble, a class council officer, and a published author and wayfarer. Most inspiring, Katie's spirit is infused with a love of service. She is the lead volunteer at St. Mary's, has shared her time and care at the Jefferson Nursing Home, and last year volunteered at the Montana Blackfeet Reservation with a mission trip from Our Lady Queen of Peace. Following Katie's invocation, our esteemed Dennis McKinley, 1963 alumnus, former music teacher, interim president and administrator, an ardent champion of Edgewood High School, as well as the namesake of our gorgeous McKinley Performing Arts Center, will be our Master of Ceremonies. Dennis has been our longtime reader of student names, and his respect and appreciation for every member of the Edgewood community makes him the perfect host. Thank you, Dennis. And now with Katie, let us pray.
Thank you, Mrs. Steffens, for that stellar introduction. Please join me in prayer. Loving God, as we come together to celebrate our achievements over these long 4 years, we thank you. We praise you for helping us make it here together in good health, especially under these circumstances. Thank you for blessing us with such outstanding academic, musical, and athletic talents that have truly led us to greatness. Lord, help us acknowledge your presence as you have been there to guide us through every test, game, performance, and even every step we took in Edgewood. We ask you to help us remember the good times we had behind these doors. Help us show gratitude for the people who have helped us get this far. As the senior year we have waited so long for comes to an end, we ask that you keep a watchful eye over us as we change into our own persons. And lastly, we ask that as this seemingly endless chapter comes to an end, that you help to guide us to write the rest of our story in the image and likeness of you. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Steffen, for your introduction, and Katie for your heartfelt prayer. This evening, we gather virtually for an Honors Convocation unprecedented in Edgewood's long and storied history. During this program, we will not only honor specific individuals for outstanding achievement and recognition in various areas, but also the entire Edgewood student body, faculty, staff, and parents and guardians for going above and beyond during this most unusual and challenging year. Class of 2020, we especially recognize and congratulate you as you graduate. We know this has not been the end of your school career that you anticipated, but you have shown your strength as individuals and as a class. We start our recognition with a group of awards steeped in tradition and established in the memory of special friends and alumni of Edgewood High School of the Sacred Heart. We are grateful for their support of our students and community and are confident that the following awardees will uphold the shared values by which they were selected for these awards.
The Wisconsin Football Foundation was founded in memory of George H. Christ, Edgewood High School class of 1955. As an Edgewood faculty member, George Christ taught social studies and served as head football and basketball coach and was the athletic director from 1963 to 1972. The foundation selects an 11-member scholar-athlete team each year. Each high school coach nominates players and the foundation selects the team, typically presented by Patty Christ, class of 57, and widow of George H. Christ. The EHS nominee this year is Marcus Thalen. This spring, Marcus became the 100th Edgewood football player to be named to the WFF Scholar Athlete Team. The Ballwig Service Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior. This award is based on community service during a student's Edgewood career with particular emphasis on service outside of Edgewood High School, typically presented by Diane Ballwig, class of 1971. Phoebe McIntosh is the recipient of this year's Ballwig Service Scholarship. The class of 1994 presents this award on behalf of a truly outstanding member of their class. Joanna Petterly, a 1994 graduate of Edgewood High School, left an unforgettable mark on everyone who knew her through her energetic, vivacious, and loving presence. This award is given to a deserving senior who demonstrates strong leadership ability, a Christian compassion for others, and a powerful love of life. Joanna's memory lives on through the recipient's smile, friendship, and celebration of life. Joanna's friend, Kara Conway Mulligan, class of 94, has presented this award in the past. Peyton McGrath is the recipient of this award. The Joanna C. Petterly 94 Scholarship was established by parents and friends of the Petterly family in memory of Joanna and the spirit with which she lived. The scholarship is based on an endowment which will provide funds each year to a graduating senior who exemplifies the qualities identified in Joanna. Caroline Craig is the recipient of this scholarship. Joanna's sister, Gretchen, class of 98, and Gretchen's son, James, honor Joanna by presenting this award annually. The Exponential Growth Richard Skafronic Memorial Scholarship goes to a senior who has demonstrated personal growth and improvement in the areas of science and math. This scholarship is in memory of Richard Skafronic, a former Edgewood parent. We would like to recognize Wendy Liu as the recipient of the Exponential Growth Richard Skafronic Memorial Scholarship. Dedicated to the memory of Philip Brierly, this award goes to a student who is interested in pursuing a career in the sciences and who shares the same high standards as Philip. Ethan Hughes is the recipient of this scholarship. The Divine Family Foundation gives a scholarship to an Edgewood High School senior to continue their studies and help them pursue their educational goals. Christopher Molly is this year's recipient of the scholarship, which is customarily presented by Kevin Devine, class of 76. The Joseph E. Zaman Jr. Memorial Award is presented by the Science Department in loving memory of biology teacher Joseph E. Zaman Jr. This award is given to a student who shares Joe's love for nature and environmental science through active and original research. We know that Joe's colleague, Dr. Bob Shannon, would have loved to present this year's award to recipient Noah Forcier in person. The Jeff Arnold Memorial Crusader Spirit Award is selected by the Student Services and the Athletic Departments. and annually presented by former classmate Chris Conahan in memory of Jeff Arnie Arnold, class of 1994. Arnie was a student here with enthusiasm and a love for Edgewood second to none. Two seniors who share Arnie's passion and enthusiasm for the Edgewood community have been selected for recognition. This year's recipients are Edgewood seniors Nicholas Fox and Kyle Harkin. The John E. Wall family would like to provide 2 scholarships to seniors who have provided Edgewood High School with leadership, academic achievement, and community service. Emily Myers and Faye Darga are the recipients of this scholarship, typically presented by Jim Yeager. The Lori Mullen Encourage Award is in honor of Lori Mullen, a compassionate and dedicated counselor in the Edgewood Student Services Department for 20 years. This award goes to 2 senior students who depict Ms. Mullen's courageous spirit, typically presented by Lori's son Brian Mullen. Lucas Huska and Anna Hildebrand are the recipients of the Encourage Award. The Diane Mertens Scholarship was established by an anonymous donor to recognize Miss Mertens' work with students and her service to Edgewood High School. The scholarship is given to a graduating senior who best exemplifies Miss Mertens' love of language and literature. This year's recipient is Elizabeth Cook. The Bob Growney Commitment Award is in honor of Robert D. Growney, Edgewood High School principal, teacher, coach, past parent, and community member of 35 years. Mr. Growney's commitment to our community is unparalleled, as can be seen through his work with faculty and staff, parents, and students. Mr. Growney's 20-year tenure as Edgewood's principal is second only to Sister Kathleen O'Connell. We would like to recognize Tammy Holmquist, Edgewood High School business manager. Ms. Holmquist's efforts and leadership within the business office is unprecedented and directly impacts the student body, faculty, and staff on a daily basis. In addition to her commitment within her official role at Edgewood, Ms. Holmquist can regularly be seen supporting Edgewood students at community events, performances, and competitions. Simply put, whether behind the scenes or in the stands, our entire community appreciates Ms. Holmquist's dedication and would like to collectively thank her for her commitment. We now go into the category of activities and co-curriculars. The Edgewood High School Honor Society is devoted to scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Through Edgewood Honor Society activities, members maintain and extend the qualities that earned them selection. We would like to especially recognize Edgewood Honor Society officers Leah Jacuz, Francesca Machio-Pinto, Ryan Witz, and Caroline Yeager. Juniors and seniors members of the Edgewood Honor Society spent the year tutoring their peers and volunteering with student services. Active senior members who dedicated their time to supporting the Edgewood community in these ways have received honor cords to be worn at the graduation ceremony. The 2020 Directors Award is presented to students who have participated in drama and have demonstrated exceptional abilities as actors or technicians with high standards in rehearsal and performance and a strong sense of integrity and dedication. Congratulations, Elise Burkhardt-Smyer and Ryan Witz, for being the recipients of the 2020 Directors Award. The Senior Service Awards in Drama are the highest awards given by the Drama Department. These are awarded to seniors who throughout 4 years of Edgewood have demonstrated an enthusiastic degree of positive leadership and have participated in all aspects of productions. These students will be remembered for their outstanding contributions to the development of dramatic arts at Edgewood. Congratulations, Anna Hildebrand and Cecil Paulus. The phrase "drama builds character" sums up the philosophy and approach that drives Edgewood drama. The Drama Builds Character Award is an honor given to students who have exemplified the spirit of community, hard work, and enthusiasm required to make theater. Congratulations, Arun Kamal and Ellen Weinstock. Many seniors have doubled Edgewood High School's service honor requirement. Congratulations to those who have doubled your EHS service hour requirement. The following seniors earned 500 service hours or more: Riley Crane, Nathaniel Frucht, Caitlin Hansen, Anna Hildebrand, Phoebe McIntosh, Michael Oros-Fagan, and Elizabeth Sciarra. The Dominican Service Award is for seniors who have demonstrated an active and ongoing commitment to service throughout their years at Edgewood by completing 500 or more hours of community service. Anna Hildebrand, Phoebe McIntosh, Michael Oros-Fagan, and Elizabeth Sciarra are the recipients of the 2020 Dominican Service Award. The Campus Ministry Department is proud to honor all of its peer ministers. The following peer ministers exemplify the spirit of peer ministry: leadership, compassion, service, and a positive role model. On behalf of the Campus Ministry Department, we recognize Grace Natoli, Michael Oros-Fagan, and Margaret Sanders with the 2020 Peer Mentorship Award. The Samuel Mazzucchelli Award is given to the senior who most exemplifies the Sinsinawa Dominican values of truth, compassion, justice, community, and partnership as deemed worthy by her or his peers. Cecil Paulus was nominated by a majority of seniors to be the recipient of this year's Samuel Mazzucchelli Award. Each summer, Edgewood High School is encouraged to send students to the Dominican High School's Preaching Conference in Adrian, Michigan, to meet other Dominican high school students from around the nation and to learn about our Dominican heritage. Nathaniel Frucht, Emily Myers, Grace Natoli, and Cecil Paulus attended the conference and were commissioned as our Dominican preaching team. We greatly appreciate all of the extra time and work in promoting our Dominican heritage here at Edgewood High School. The English department would like to recognize and thank the following students for their contributions to the production and publication of this year's The Wayfarer. Co-editor-in-chief Elizabeth Cook, Technology Director Eric Gilbertson, and co-editor-in-chief Francesca Macchio-Pinto. Many students served as reviewers, editorial, and design staff of The Wayfarer. In this role, these students were responsible for the selection of pieces of student writing for publication. In addition, some of the students worked on the layout and design of the magazine. The following students are the members of the reviewers, editorial, and design staff: Helen Benneker, Elizabeth Cook, Sarah Cook, Marin Davenport, Eric Gilbertson, Joshua Jerusha, Audrey Macchio-Pinto, Francesca Macchio-Pinto, Sylvia Patterson, Natalie Ring, Margaret Sanders, Elizabeth Sciarra, and Alexandra Wilcox. These original plays, written by students in modern drama, were recognized in the Young Playwrights Program. Tessa Parisi's Blackout and Cecil Paulus's Est-ce que tu parles français? Honorable mention went to Nathaniel Frucht, Carl Gilmore, Matthew Koziar, and Marguerite Raitano. Each year, the National Council of Teachers of English hosts a national writing competition for high school juniors to celebrate excellence in student writing. Students must submit 2 pieces of writing, one piece that they consider their best work and one piece in response to the NCTE Achievement Awards in Writing Prompt of the Year. Student work is read and scored by a panel of teachers from around the country. This year, Sean Byer was selected to be the EHS nominee for the NCTE Writing Contest. We applaud him for his excellence in writing. Congratulations to Jacob Linderoth for making the Madison Area Math League varsity first team. This honor reflects that Jacob's combined individual scores over this year's 4 math meets were in the top 8 of all varsity participants in the Madison area. This year, Jacob also took the challenging American Mathematics Council National Math Test and had the highest score in the AMC 12 test. Congratulations to Wenting Wendy Liu for making the Madison Area Math League varsity second team. This honor reflects that Wenting's combined individual scores over this year's 4 math meets were in the top 16 of all varsity participants in the Madison area. In an effort to increase civic knowledge and engagement among Wisconsin's youth, Edgewood High School annually participates in the Wisconsin Civics Games sponsored by the Wisconsin Newspaper Association. We would like to honor the following students who would have represented Edgewood High School in the regional competition this year: Sean Byer, Faye Darga, Joshua Jarisha, and Alex Sviatoslavsky. The music department honors student musicians each year with special awards. These students were chosen either by student ballot or by the music faculty and are recognized for their special contributions to the Edgewood music program. The National School Choral Award is presented to a senior concert choir member. This year's recipient is Cecil Paulus. The National School Orchestra Award is presented to a senior orchestra member. Congratulations, Phoebe McIntosh. The National Aryan Foundation Award presents an award to a senior choir member. Congratulations, Avery Mello. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is presented in recognition of an outstanding member of the band. This year's recipient is Xiao Ting Lin. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award recognizes a senior jazz ensemble member. This year's recipient is Ethan Hughes. The United States Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Award recognizes musical excellence and is awarded to a senior band member. We recognize Elizabeth Sciarra and Jack Brolin. The Sister Rita Claire Dorner OP Show Choir Award recognizes a senior show choir member. Congratulations, Wendy Liu. The Raymond F. Dvorak Band Award is presented to a senior band member. Congratulations to Anna Hildebrand. The Frederick Chopin Piano Award is presented to a piano student with outstanding ability and achievement. This year's recipient is Michael Oros-Fagan. The Edgewood High School Athletic Association and Athletic Department honors athletes each year with the Senior Memorial Awards. These students were chosen by the coaches of Edgewood High School from numerous nominees and are recognized for their overall contribution to the sports program at Edgewood High School. The Farley Memorial Awards are given to seniors who have demonstrated leadership and service in the classroom and on the athletic field. This year's awards go to Maeve O'Driscoll and Wallace Schmatzer. The Earl J. Wilkie Leadership Awards are given to outstanding leaders in their sports. This year's recipients are Truly Wallhouse and Michael Oros-Fagan. Maeve O'Driscoll and Nathaniel Frucht are Edgewood High School's WIAA Scholar Athlete nominees for this year. The following seniors are recognized as Edgewood High School's 3 sport athletes who participated in athletics for all 3 seasons and all 4 years while attending Edgewood High School: Sarah Meyer, Matthew Moyes, Wallace Schmatzer, Marcus Thalen, and Truly Wallhouse. The Milwaukee Bucks Perseverance Award honors young men or women who have overcome adversity to compete and or excel in interscholastic sports. Tessa Parisi will be honored with a scholarship and recognized at halftime of a future Milwaukee Bucks game. I have the honor of introducing our Assistant Principal and Dean of Students, Shanna McDonough, who will be introducing our student speaker.
Good evening, student body, family, friends, faculty, and staff. My name is Shannon McDonough, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Associate Principal here at Edgewood High School. It is my pleasure to introduce to you this evening Mr. Joshua Waters, a distinguished and more importantly respected member of the class of 2020. Josh was selected by his own fellow classmates to speak at our Honors Convocation this year. Josh has been a very active member of our community over the past 4 years, participating in co-curriculars and athletics alike. It's hard to believe Josh, like so many in his class, have found the time to participate in so many opportunities the school has to offer. Josh's dedication to academics, athletics, and being a mentor to his peers with the philosophy to approach service with integrity is what makes Josh successful. Some of Josh's highlights throughout his career at Edgewood include participation in athletics, such as basketball, 9th through 12th grade, and joining the boys soccer team his senior year. Josh has over 360 documented service hours where he has given of himself in several fundraising causes that specifically supported first responders in our community and managing our girls volleyball team. Earning a GPA of a 3.65, Josh will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison next year, majoring in business. Please welcome Edgewood's very own Josh Waters.
Thank you, Ms. McDonough, for that wonderful introduction. Welcome, Edgewood community, and welcome to my fellow graduates. Quote, be sad, be mad, be frustrated, scream, cry, sulk. When you wake up, you will think it was just a nightmare, only to realize it's all too real. You will be angry and wish for the day back, the game back, that play back, but reality gives you nothing back, and nor should you. Unquote. This was stated by the late Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. While life is not a basketball game, this message applies to every single person in our community, in our country, and across the globe. Throughout our lives and throughout our time at Edgewood High School, we are told to be thankful. We have all been asked numerous times in our lives, what are you thankful for? And we've all responded with family, good health, car, house, clothes, food, and maybe even getting to go to such a good school. But how often do we think about these things if we're not prompted to do so? I would bet that many of us don't think of these things every single day. One inherent flaw of human nature is taking things for granted. And I don't mean material things, I mean God-given gifts. We don't appreciate being able to walk painlessly until we have a sprained ankle. We don't appreciate being healthy until we're sick. We don't appreciate getting to walk through these halls every day until we're told that we'll never walk through them again. As Kobe Bryant said, reality gives you nothing back. As much as we wish it were possible, you can't go back in time. My senior classmates and I can't go back to March 13, when we had no idea that would be our last time in a high school class, that would be our last time seeing our teachers or friends for the next 8 to 10 weeks or more, that our final spring sports season would be canceled, or a senior prom, or a Vegas night, or even a normal graduation. These were things that were out of our control, which makes it even harder to accept. I watched as my friends all began to say that our senior year was ruined, or that we went through 4 years of high school to graduate, to not even get to graduate. If this year's freshmen graduated from high school this year too, their graduation would mean little to nothing to them. Graduating isn't what makes school special. It's the memories that are made over 4 very short years. Were we short on our last quarter of high school? Yes. But without the previous 7.5 semesters, this last quarter would not mean as much. I don't know a single senior that wouldn't give anything to go back to school for even one more day. We weren't ready to be done yet. We still had things we wanted to say to people, teachers we wanted to talk to, sports we wanted to play, plays we wanted to perform, clubs we wanted to attend, memories we wanted to make. My message to my fellow seniors is this: do not take our time here for granted. Do not discount the last 4 years just because it didn't end the way we wanted it to. Don't be sad over the last quarter we didn't have. Be happy at the 15 quarters that we did have. And to my underclassmen, use this as an opportunity from here on out to appreciate everything that is thrown your way, whether it be good or bad. Appreciate every day at school, every day at practice, every time you see your friends or your teachers, every time you get to walk through these halls, because I sure wish that I had. Life is unpredictable. If someone had told me 4 years ago that we wouldn't be dripping in sweat in the Wilkie for hours today, I would have laughed. No one expected these last 10 weeks to be the new normal of sheltering in place, wearing a mask, or quarantining from everything we cherish. But it could always be worse. Life isn't supposed to be easy. Everyone has their own path to happiness and success in their own lives. Along this path are many obstacles. No matter how young or old you may be, we've all already encountered and overcome obstacles, and COVID-19 is one that everyone will have in common. Appreciating these challenges and continuing to move forward is an ability that very few have, but something that all should strive for. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank all of the people in the Edgewood community who made our time here special, particularly Mr. Dallagrana, Mrs. Hewsome, PH, Senior Rita Houlihan, and Mr. Regina. The Fab Five have made a tremendous impact on every student that has walked these halls for the past 40 plus years, and they will continue to do so wherever their paths may lead them in their well-deserved retirement. This is just another bump in the road, and it shouldn't distract us from the reason we're all electronically gathered here today, to celebrate all of the amazing accomplishments our student body has achieved over the last year. Allow me to conclude with a quote from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Thank you.
We transition now to academic honors and scholarship. We are pleased to recognize the following seniors who each have a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or higher. These seniors are our high honor graduates and received honor cords to wear during their graduation ceremony to represent this achievement. The following students in grades 9 through 12 are recipients of the Academic Achievement Award for earning a cumulative GPA of 3.9 or higher. Senior Academic Achievement Awards recipients also received Dominican black and white cords to wear during their graduation ceremony to represent this accomplishment. The Badger Conference recently recognized the top 10 academically ranked seniors of each of the members' high schools. Elizabeth Cook, Gabrielle Ginther, Anna Hildebrand, Wendy Liu, Emily Myers, Francesca Macchio-Pinto, Peyton McGrath, Phoebe McIntosh, Elena Pankratz, and Caitlin Wasek. Student Services would like to acknowledge 2 senior students who have persevered through changes when others may have given up. Congratulations to our comeback kids, Gabrielle Brito and Lila Dara. The Eddie Edgewood Spirit Award is given to a student who has gone above and beyond in their effort to provide community and spirit throughout Edgewood High School. Congratulations to Lauren Yance. The Link Crew program provides a structure which guides freshmen toward both academic and social success. Link Crew is made up of juniors and seniors who help to create an environment where freshmen learn that people at school care about them and their futures. With Link Crew, students help students succeed. The American Legion acknowledges Charlie J., Shay Pigarelli, and Kylie Dipfick, who were originally identified as Edgewood High School representatives at Badger Boys State and Badger Girls State conventions based on their interest and involvement within social studies and politics, as well as their civic-minded actions within our community. The Friends of Meritor Unity Point Health Scholarship is awarded to the following seniors who are pursuing careers in the medical field: Juan Pablo Gutierrez, Camille Miles, and Elena Pankratz. The Rotary Club of Madison's Ethics Symposium was attended by 20 of our distinguished junior students. Over 200 students participated in this event. The mission of the symposium is to engage students in a personal decision-making process designed to foster lifelong reflection on the ethical dimensions of our living. The Madison Rotary Foundation Scholarship is awarded to 21 students in the greater Madison area in recognition of their perseverance and determination. Kevin Sheehan and Emmanuel Apodaca were two of those students selected. Caroline Craig was recognized for her commitment to fairness, advocacy, and community support through the distinction of Judge as integral component of the Rotary Community Service Award deliberation process. The Rotary Club of Madison awarded the Academic Improvement Award to a student from each class with the greatest grade point improvement from last year. Congratulations to senior Logan Leitner, junior Jade Fitzgerald, and sophomore Alec Flint. Caitlin Wasek has merited the Senior Academic Achievement Award from the Rotary Club of Madison for her achievements. Cecil Paulus has been awarded the Outstanding Senior Award from the Rotary Club of Madison for his academics, character, leadership, and extracurricular activities. Madison West Lions Club awards a scholarship each year in recognition of service to the community. This year's recipient is Francesca Masciopinto. Michael Oros-Fagan and Elizabeth Sciarra have been awarded a Community Service Award from the Rotary Club of Madison. Noah Forcier, Xiao Ting Lin, and Elizabeth Sciarra were named Students of the Month by the Madison South Rotary Club. The Rotary Club of Madison has selected Victoria Volberg, and the Madison West Town Middleton Rotary has selected Andrew Budzinski and Abigail Myers for the Sophomore Youth Leadership Award. These students will represent Edgewood High School at a leadership conference this fall. The Kiwanis Club of Downtown Madison 2020 Giant Steps Scholarship recognizes students who have displayed perseverance and determination in their academic and personal lives. Lucas Huska and Camille Miles were recipients of the Giant Steps Scholarship this year. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers and the Wisconsin Higher Education Aids Board acknowledged the top scholars at each high school in recognition of their outstanding scholastic achievement with a scholarship. Congratulations, Gabrielle Ginther. The Urban League of Madison selected the following students for the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Outstanding Young Persons Award from Edgewood High School. They are Joelle Brown, Awang Dang, Kaylin Green Betty, Jada Giroux, Lily Merrick, Grace Nwankwo, Ovu Nwankwo, Elizabeth Sciarra. Camille Miles also was a recipient of the Urban League's Betty Franklin Hammond Scholarship. The Madison Community Foundation has awarded Marcus Thalen with the Hazel B. Pascal Scholarship. The United States Marine Corps recognizes one student for his commitment to his academic and athletic accomplishments through their Distinguished Athlete Award. This year's award goes to Thomas Weiss. The United States Marine Corps would like to acknowledge one outstanding senior for the Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Travis Drum. The National Merit Scholarship Program recognized one senior with the special honor of Commended Student status. Congratulations, Elena Pankratz. From an original pool of 50,000 PSAT high scorers nationwide, the National Merit Scholarship Program recognizes fewer than 7,500 of America's outstanding scholars with finalist status. This year, the following Edgewood seniors earned the highest academic distinction: Caitlin Wasek, Elizabeth Cook, and Emily Myers. As of May 4th, Caitlin Wasek and Elizabeth Cook were both announced as National Merit Scholarship recipients. The Daughters of the American Revolution have recognized Andrew Stigskell with the Good Citizen Award based on his academic achievements and community service. The Wisconsin Senate Scholars Program is a highly competitive educational experience for outstanding high school students interested in pursuing careers in public service. Gabriel Brito was selected to represent our state Senate district as only one of 33 Wisconsin high school juniors for the 2020 program, spending a week alongside Wisconsin state legislators, where he received a hands-on, up-close view of the legislators' role in our democracy. The Wisconsin Leadership Seminar recognizes an outstanding sophomore leader. This year, Gen Nagamatsu was identified as an emerging leader chosen to represent Edgewood at the 2021 WILS seminar. Leadership Greater Madison Youth Program is a civic leadership program in the Madison area that provides students with opportunities for research, discussion, action, and reflection as budding leaders in the Madison community. Congratulations, Owen Frito, Michael Renier, and Shannon Watson. We would like to recognize our graduating seniors and any accompanying collegiate scholarships on the following slides. Please keep in mind that, especially due to the current global pandemic, many college acceptance deadlines have been extended, and therefore not all student college decisions and scholarships have been listed below.
Today, I stand before you in front of the historic Bishop's doors. On behalf of the entire Edgewood High School community, I would like to say congratulations to our class of 2020 and to all our award winners today. For me, our Honors Convocation is always one of the highlights for each year because it shows how rewarding and successful an Edgewood education can be. When students, parents, faculty, staff, and administration come together in partnership. We have been forced to find new ways to learn, celebrate, and live. Today's event is a great example. It does not seem fair, but it is reality, and it is life. We never know what tomorrow will bring, but whatever it brings, we can cope with it. We can still be successful if we accept it, choose not to let it get us down, or force us to give up. To all our Edgewood students, and especially our seniors, the historic class of 2020, thank you for never giving up. I would also like to thank our student services staff for all the hard work they have put into this event. Thanks to our tech crew for making it possible, and thanks to Dennis McKinley for another great job as our MC. Thanks to all of you for watching and for being part of the Edgewood community. May God bless and reward each of us and our families with health, happiness, and success. Although we are apart, our community remains strong. We are Edgewood, a community for life.